oftentimes I get asked, Mato, why are you so picky about how I do this? Why are you so picky about breaking down the form and making sure it's done right? Why are you so picky that I'm hitting these targets so often? Why are you so meticulous with it? Why can't it just be a little bit more easy? I guess that's the word that they would like to use in those cases. And I always think back that if you ingrain bad habits, they become permanent, right? So like if you ingrain bad movements, bad decisions, bad actions, they become more permanent in your brain, because then your brain just creates this sort of highway, this speed, this loop that it automatically goes to. And you can see this in a lot of other aspects of, like, you might be able to do things now without having to think about them, right? You don't have to associate, you don't have to put your effort into thinking about how you're doing it. It just sort of just happens, and you look back and like, how did I do that, right? The most common example, of course, is driving. But again, moving back, it's, of course, I use the word bad, but as a metaphor, right? Of course, bad is in the ones you don't want to ingrain, the things you don't want to continue. The more that you do them, and do them in a way that doesn't match up to your goal, the more likely you will continue to do them in the future. Almost like an inertial effect, right? But it's really about, do the things that you want to do more often, and do them consciously, do them right, and do them more often. And the more you repeat them, the more you do them in the good way, in the way that you like to ingrain, the more likely they become permanent ingrained habits. Now, of course, there are examples that maybe are a little bit more hard to overwire and to rewrite again. But the whole point is, the more you do something the right way, the good way, the more likely you'll repeat those actions in the future. So what I'm saying is, be conscious about it, learn at the beginning, do it right, so at some point you don't even have to think about it, and then you're maintaining the goal that you've achieved without having to put a lot of thought into it. And that's the goal I have for you. That's the wish I have for you. I don't want it to be something you always have to think about forever, but I want you to put that effort into it now. Think about it, be conscious about it, be meticulous about it, and then down the road, you won't have to think about it, and it'll just become second nature, and it'll be just like you drove somewhere and you look back like, I didn't think about where I had to go, I just automatically went.